Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your extended. I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for sharing time and space with me and purchasing the extended. It does help me out. Anyway, let's see. We have a few different things we're going to cover, but our very first thing is going to be blocks. They're actually telling me to use tarot. Who's with me? I think Metatron is. He's my go-to. Anyway, Metatron's here. So he definitely wants to use this. So what's blocking the connection between Scorpio and this person? I did your reading earlier, so I don't remember what it was about. Okay, so we have the Empress here. Okay, I definitely feel there's not a lot of inspiration to fix things right now between both of yous actually. And it's not that there's not a desire to fix it. There absolutely is, but other phases. It's like you wanting or desiring a more abundant life, right? But if you're doing nothing to get there, this is the block. Does that make sense? Like, I hope that makes sense as a good example, right? It's like I desire to have them in my life. I want them in my life, right? However, I'm not doing anything to make that happen. That's the block, okay? There's not a lot of inspiration and motivation to push through the blockages here or the perceived blockages. That's actually what I was hearing right before I started your reading. I just been like massively healing. Anyway, it's so crazy, but yeah, a perceived blockage here as well. It's not really a block. It just takes a little bit of to get through this hurdle, to get through this challenge. That's the word he's using, challenge. Let's see. We have the Ten of Cups. Some of you, there could be another connection in the mix here, but I actually think with that Ten of Cups here, this actually has to do with a pipe dream, right? Wanting that fulfillment, right? Wanting that. Oh, it's funny. So this is hilarious because that's what I just said. Wanting abundance, wanting that abundant, fulfilling life, but doing nothing to get it, I think is by far the biggest blockage that you have here between you and this person. And it goes both ways, right? I think both of you are in this boat currently. And I know you may have your reasons why you shouldn't reach out or what have you, right? You always follow your heart. Okay, throw those reasons out the damn window, right? You follow that heart only. But I do feel, right, it's this. This is the big one, I think. I think it's the biggest, actually, right? It has to do with, I know I want them in my life, but I'm not doing anything to make that happen. Okay, well, that's a problem, right? It's a problem. Let's see. We have the Six of Swords coming through. There is definitely this harmony between you and this person that has not been fixed, right? So I don't think that your ending was amicable. I don't think that your ending really, I don't know. It didn't go well, right? This the ending. Some people have those peaceful send offs, right? This was not a peaceful send off. Okay. It's like there is a bit of like fear, anxiety, right? Stress, right? When so and so you or them, right? Think about coming back together. It's because some shit went down, right? This isn't something that it's easy to just like pick up the phone and be like, hello. It's not that easy, okay? Let's see. What else, Metatron? We have the Four of Swords coming through. Beautiful. Sorry, I was it's I didn't mean to say beautiful for that. But I was channeling BJ. BJ is my guide, my guide. And I was just thinking to myself, God, I use Metatron so often and not BJ. Actually, I use Metatron more than Saint Germain and Kuan Yin too. But I was telling BJ, I love you, right? That's what I said to him. Sorry, that's what I just. It's not that he was he? Yes, actually he was. He's like, you use me, is what he was saying. Anyway. I will be using BJ more often, but Metatron's the one that seems to answer first. Anyway, okay, we have the Four of Swords here in its reverse. There's a lot of avoidance. The reason for this is the tower. It's the crap that went down, and the tower came down, and no one. It's like it's interesting. You see this tower? It has two hands, right? Taking that shit down. Both of you played a role here. Both of you had your hand. It's like a Jenga tower, right? You need to play with someone for that game, right? It feels like you both kind of, the tower came down and no one wants to pick up the pieces here. So let's see the last one. And then we have, the tower came out anyway. That's hilarious. And then we have the Five of Wands in its reverse here. So it feels like both you and them, since you've come apart from each other, you found some semblance of peace, right? It's not fulfilling the way I feel like you look at this connection as being fulfilling, but it's peace nonetheless. It's, I don't know. Kind of reminds me like if you have like a really, really, really loud house, right? And you go away from your house, and you're like, it's just it's nice to be away. Does it make sense? That's the blockage here, where it's like both of you are like, I don't know if I want to go back now, right? I don't know if I want to enter, and have that chaos back in my life again, and it leaves both of you, I feel, to be really reluctant towards this connection, because it was not so good, right? I do feel there was good elements to it, but I think that your connection um was kind of heartbreaking as well. It wasn't. I don't think it was ever that great, right? Even at its best, and there is this feeling here where it's like. Should I, right? Again with that Empress and that tower here, do I even want to put that Jenga thing back up? And it's kind of like, it's kind of sorry, the game that BJ is referring to, right? He's referring to as 52 pickup. When you just throw good cards at someone, you pick them up. It's right. it's like that. That's like the energy here. It's like I don't want to play that again, right? It's like you just did that. That's the energy. That's the block here. It's an interesting block, but it's what we got. Okay. Wait. What's the next question? One second, everyone. I actually forgot to look at this. Let's see. Oh, their next move. Yes, their next move. And what have they realized? Okay. Good. What their next move? He's saying this one's a good one. All right. So what is Scorpio's person's next move? I've been saying Scorpio this whole time, right? I hope so. I don't know. I just don't pay attention. What is Scorpio's person's next move? We have wide open. This is reverse. That's what it's to be. Okay. Yeah, they're saying like this. Okay, that wasn't a coincidence. Okay, wide open. Interesting. Um, this person is they're reluctant. There is a fear about facing the situation. I do feel with that. There's a fear about them facing the situation for one. It's not just the anticipation of facing you, right? It's also the anticipation and a fear that what if there isn't an open door policy here? Or what if there isn't, like it's like this person's a plane and there's no landing strip essentially, right? There's this feeling here where it's like I don't know if they are open to this, right? Balancing act. And this is what this person's balancing out, right? There's like I do want to make a move towards them, but what if they don't want me to? Ooh, right? And this is something that they're struggling with. I know a lot of times it's like I think when you don't have that pressure on you, you don't get it, right? You don't understand. But it's a lot of pressure on someone because there is a lot of variables and factors here. And how do we get through this? A situation like this, we follow our heart. That's the point. You look at this from a logical perspective, you can be fucked up, right? You need to look at it from your heart. Your heart will say yes or no. You can even ask your higher self, by the way, right? Ask your higher self yes or no, right? Should I do this? Should I not do it? So easy peasy lemon squeezy, but people make it so difficult when they're using their mind, and that's what I feel like this person is doing. I know what I want to do. I don't know if it's the right thing to do. This is an interesting energy to come through. They know what they want to do, right? Wishing well, and it's reversed. I do feel this person just wants to know if this wish can come true. They're with that wizard of awareness. They are very aware about what they want to do, but they're sitting on their ass. It's like the King of Wands and it's reversed here, right? This is someone who's not being proactive and taking the lead. And it's I want to because I'm tired of wishing. I'm tired of hoping. I'm tired of honesty, even a level of believing, right? And then we have but they're looking for this encouragement. So they're looking for some kind of sign come together, right, from you, and whether or not they should take action towards you because they don't have that. This is actually what's keeping this person on this teetering energy, right? They haven't. It's like think of it like this, like the pros and the cons. Like the pros and cons are even, so they need one more con or one more pro to decide whether or not they should take actions towards this. So they're looking for a little bit of encouragement here before they venture into the unknown. And look at this, heal things between you and them, right? And they want to heal things, by the way, but they're looking for a sign And it's not. I don't. Is it from a Scorpio themselves? Yes, it's from you. It's themselves with that commitment here. They're looking for a sign from you that they should take actions towards you. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. We're gonna look at now what have they realized. Let's see. So, Spirit, can you tell me what has Scorpio's person realized? What has Scorpio's person realized? Like, what are Scorpio's person's realizations? Scorpio's person's realizations. Let's see. Okay, we have obstacles. Interesting. One of the realizations is that the obstacles aren't going away. It does feel like whatever situation you've been finding yourself with this person, this has been this has been the same MO or no, the same thing. No, that's not saying it right. But it's like it's been the same. Like whatever issue you have, it's like it's the same issues that you had. It's kind of like you have these problems. Sorry, it's like that Jay-Z song 99 Problems, right? You have the same 99 problems in this connection. Um, and it's like they haven't gone away. So this person's realizing that I'm gonna have to overcome these obstacles if I want change in this connection. This is I hope that makes sense. We have resolution. Yeah, there it is. Right. This person they're gonna have to be real determined if they want something to happen here. Right, because your obstacles are still obstacles. They're not going away for some reason, right? I don't know. I'm guessing it's these, but it could be other ones as well, right? They're the same shit, right? So this person's realizing, okay, I'm just gonna have to overcome the obstacle. I can't wait to hope that they go away somehow. It's kind of like sorry, what BJ is showing me now. It's like water, like washing against the rocks. Like I don't know what that is. Whatever that is. You should know. You should know. I don't know. But it's like that. Like, it eventually wears down. Your obstacles have not worn down. They haven't, right? And it's interesting. It's just interesting to come through because this person's like, shit, I'm gonna have to take action, right? We have the inner truth as well. Yep. They also want to tell you their inner truth, right? We have the turning point. I do feel this person's truth about you and the situation, all of it has changed as well. So what they have realized is that their original truth or their original perceptions wasn't right. So how this person treated you, how they acted, what they did, what they said, um, how they went about things, that was from the old truth. That wasn't actually the truth. This person's new truth, the real truth, and it's funny. It's going around with that balancing act. That's that Libra energy here, right? Truth and justice. This person's definitely in this like in knowing what the truth is now, and it's like what they realize is like shit, I was wrong. Now I know this truth, and what do I do with it, right? And this person's trying to see like, is it the Six of Swords is right there. Am I going to create more disharmony, right? Am I going to go back into more disharmony? Am I going to create more disharmony if I reach out to them? Or is it best to just leave them alone? And this person, there's a bit of wariness here. Yeah, conflict. Yeah, it's what creates this conflict within this person. We have the cauldron, right? It's this is someone who's not looking to stir the pot right now or anymore. They're looking to when you're making soup or something like that and it's boiling and you turn the heat down, right? This person doesn't want to turn the heat up and it boils more or boils over. They don't want that. So what they realize is I want to, if I take action, if I do this, if I do that, I want it's not success per se, sure, right? Not exactly success is not the word. It's like I don't want to make things worse. So what they realize is I want to make things better, and I'm not going to reach out to them if I'm not going to make things better. And then we have work on what has been spoiled. Yeah, they want to work on things. Also, that your connection, the spoiledness of it, right? However it ended, it's the biggest blockage here. I do feel it's a continuation of this. Oh no, of here, right? But it definitely feels like what this person realizes, like it's spoiled. It's not gonna, it's like spoiled food, right? It's not gonna somehow become, like I don't know, non-spoiled food, right? All of a sudden, right? It's gonna keep being spoiled. So this person's realizing that there's no going back. That obstacle is always gonna be an obstacle. And how do I do about it? I gotta overcome it. We have the receiving coming through, and it came out with progress. This person here as well, with that receiving, they can't expect you to take action. In fact, they're sure that you're not going to. So this person is definitely really committed now to taking actions towards you. So let's see. But again, it's the same thing though. Remember, they're looking for some kind of sign. It's interesting. Sorry, Metatron came with this one. Metatron said that some of you may have tried to give them a sign, or you might try to give them a sign, and they're not going to believe it. This person got trust issues. They got real bad trust issues. It's interesting. I have so many readings. Like I do a lot of private readings, and like I see people like they're telling me this, that, and the other. They have so much proof right in front of them, but still they doubt. I know it sounds crazy when you give someone such a big green light, and they're literally saying, "I don't think so," right? It's because it's not a logical thing. Like you can't logic this, right? It's programming. It's subconscious beliefs, outdated beliefs, right? The ego usurping them, right? It's all that crap. Interfering with this person's perception of reality, and it feels like some of you're gonna give this person that sign that they're actually are hoping for, right? That you're open to this, right? Wide open is reverse encouragement. They're hoping for that sign that you are receptive. It's not going to be enough for a lot of them because this person has too much doubt in their subconscious, too much fear that their ego is trying to protect them from, right? So and some of you may have already did this, and it was a no-go, it was a non-starter because that's the issue. I do feel, sorry, I'm trying to, no, I was gonna reach. I reached for Metatron to say if you can just give them a subconscious update, and he said no, you can't. Can I? He says I can. It's funny. Anyway, let's see. Can we get what does Scorpio's person say about Scorpio to others? What does Scorpio's person say about Scorpio to others? What does Scorpio's person say? We have the 8th house. Interesting. I do feel this person tells them it's over. They don't tell people that they still have hope. They don't tell people that they still hope that this is going to like fix itself, or not fix itself. Get fixed, right? Yeah, I'll never tell. They don't talk about you that often. I do feel when someone brings you up in conversation, they're like, "Oh, I haven't talked to them. We don't talk anymore." Some crap like that, right? With this, I'm coming here in that sword. They're not going to say a damn thing about you until they are finally going to take action. So this person is going to be very mum about things, especially with that bending reality. A lot of you, this person skews the truth when they talk about you as well. I do feel they make themselves look better. In that, I don't think they're taking you down with them though. Not this energy currently. I don't think they're taking you down. I don't think they're throwing you under the bus. I don't see that. However, they are bending reality so they don't look that bad. So what you can that is what it is. Sorry, it's so interesting because it's like who gave it to me? Metatron? No, BJ. He gave me a flash like you're gonna be with this person and you're gonna be talking to their friends and they're gonna bring something up that never happened. You're gonna be like, what? And that's what he gave me. It's so funny. Anyway, I don't want to lose what I have. Interesting. I do feel this person is trying to convince the people, aka themselves, when they talk about you, that there's a lot that they could have without you in their life, or they can keep without you in their life. So this is someone where it's like, well, I'm gonna keep this, or I want this, or right now I'm not looking for a relationship, but they're just lying to themselves. They want it. You're just scared as fuck, right? So this person tends to do that when they talk about you. Yep, cut your losses. Yeah, it's the exact energy. It's just better this way. It's so funny. And then we have heart chakra coming through, and blood is thicker than water. Some of you, this person has loyalties to someone or something else that they are trying to hold on to. Whatever this is, you should know. Okay. They also tell people that your connection was really hard. A lot of people, because of the belief system that is here on Earth, they think that love is supposed to be easy if it's right. You know what I'm talking about? One of those situations. Love can be anything, right? It's like love. It can be as difficult as you can effing possibly imagine, or it can be easy, right? We put these limits or these limitations on love or what love is, and it can be any effing thing. So this person, but a lot of us, right, on Earth, right, especially in the Western countries, we tend to look at love because of those Disney movies and think it should just be easy, a little hurdle, right, a little hiccup, and it all goes better, right? That's not actually life. So this person, I feel like they look at your connection and think it's too hard. There's something wrong with it, right? There must be. Interesting. So let's see now. We're going to get your guidance, and I'm going to wrap your reading up. Let's see your guidance, please. What is the guidance? We have health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Interesting purpose. I do feel there are facets of you, Scorpio, that you're actually ignoring, willfully ignoring. A lot of you have no purpose, so your self-esteem is just shit, right? But others of you, I feel like it's other stuff about yourself, right? A lot of us tend to look at, I don't know, it's like the stuff that. Hold on, I'm trying to give an example, but it's like we tend to only want to focus on certain areas of ourself rather than actually embodying ourself in its totality, right? We're more perfect, or we're only perfect actually when we're in our totality, right? But a lot of times we tend to only want to focus on the good aspects or what society or this world deems as a good aspect. But good and evil are they're just constructs, right? Perfection is both, actually, right? And I feel like there are parts of yourself that you're ignoring. A lot of you, though, it's probably purpose. And that's actually leading to you having really bad self-esteem. Without purpose, you don't have self-esteem. I don't, hold on. Because this is the ascension timeline, is that the case? No, they said you can have self-esteem without purpose, is what they're saying. You can have that, right? But it's not the same. Sorry, they're saying that you'll have this much self-esteem without purpose, or you can have this much self-esteem with purpose. Does this make sense? Like you have way more if you have purpose, is what they're saying. So they're saying you technically can have it, but it's so small. It's not enough, and not for me anyway. But they're saying that a lot of, what's coming through is a lot of you're not focusing on your purpose. Your purpose is why you came here. It legit is, especially for the Ascension timeline. This is it's a really special timeline. All right, with that adversity here as well. I do feel. Some of you might be making life harder for yourself as well. You may be focusing on things that are driving you nuts or bringing a lot of toxicity in your energy. You may have people in your life. I don't really feel like that's what we're getting though. It feels like you're some kind of habit you have, some kind of routine that you have is actually perpetuating toxic energy that makes you feel like shit. And the message that's coming through really strongly is that you need to start paying attention to those things and stop doing it, right? You usually stop wanting to when your vibration's high enough, right? But it does feel like you might be a little bit of a little addicted to it, right? So I'm gonna leave it there. I hope that was helpful, Scorpio. Thank you so much for purchasing the extended. And take care. Bye.